Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Informal back with a new Mr. Informal podcast. We are on the Mr. Informal podcast 179. Yes, 179. Can you believe it? I can. It's all about persistence and consistency. So, again, I go by the name of Mr. Informal. Please do not forget to add me on Instagram, MisterInformal, and then check out my website, mrinformal.com. That's MRINFORMAL.com. And so, please make sure you are healthy, and hopefully you are 100% healthy. You are safe. You are enjoying your day and time. Hopefully, and certainly hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Certainly, Thanksgiving is an event for us to be thankful. Certainly, to be with the people we love. Certainly, let's not forget with the people who passed too. Certainly, hopefully, you had a great amount of food to eat. And so, these are the 4 topics for the Mr. Formal Podcast 179. Number 1, Black Friday shopping in store has dropped. Yes, that is surprising. Number 2, the rise of NFT rewards, non-fungible tokens, is rising. Number 3, I'm not sure if you noticed, but there hasn't been any clothing trends during these winter months. Not sure what the next year will bring, but certainly you don't see a lot of trends or certainly fashion highlights out there. Last but not least, number 4 is a lot of people are staying home. This also is in regards to topic number 1, but certainly a lot more people are staying home these winter months. I wouldn't say that they are not traveling more. I think in terms of, I guess, shopping or just going out to the mall or even just out and about, people are staying home more than they are traveling. What I mean by traveling, I'm talking about air travel or even road travel. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about if you're out in the shopping or in the store, to the retail store or going to the groceries, more people are not doing that. They are just staying home instead. So I want to clarify that. And so those are the 4 topics for the Mr. Informal podcast. And so let's go ahead and start the podcast. The first topic is from CNBC.com, titled Black Friday shopping in-store drops 28% from pre-pandemic levels as shoppers spread spending throughout the season. Traffic at retail stores on Black Friday dropped 28.3% compared to 2019 levels, according to preliminary data from Sensormatic Solution. Traffic was up by about 50% compared to a year ago levels. It's clear shoppers are shopping earlier this season, just as they did last season. Online retailers rang up $8.9 billion in sales on Black Friday, down from the record of about $9 billion spent on the Friday after Thanksgiving a year earlier, according to data from Adobe Analytics. Traffic at retail stores on Black Friday dropped 28% compared with 2019 levels as Americans shifted more of their spending online and kick off their shopping earlier in the year, according to preliminary data Sensormatic Solution. Traffic was up 47.5% compared to a year ago levels, Sensormatic said. It's clear shoppers are shopping earlier this season, just as they did last season. And so, just like the article said, people probably shop earlier than Black Friday. Not only that, a lot of stores that I know, especially Best Buy, were saying that if we drop prices in Black Friday, you could actually ask for a price change or a price adjustment, which is pretty good. So most likely Walmart did that, or even Costco, or even other stores did that. So I'm not surprised by the amount of shoppers drop in percentage in store. I'm strictly talking about in store, and this is what the article says: in stores. So traffic in stores, and so I'm not surprised by it. Not only that, I know there's a shortages, so people were worried that there might be some shortages or they're not going to be able to buy the items that they want during Black Friday. So instead, they bought it maybe a couple weeks earlier, or it could be a week earlier. It could be any days from then. So you have the shortage supplies, you have the price adjustment, you have more people staying home instead of actually going to the store itself. And again, it could be a number of factors, but it's still people were spending and shopping. It doesn't matter the percentage. Let's not forget that there are still people out there who are unemployed, who are not buying things, who are instead saving money. And so let's not forget about that. And I truly hope that this article is speaking about that, but for some reason they're not actually saying anything about that. And so there's just strictly talking about people are buying earlier than expected, or earlier than Black Friday. Also, compared to last year the government did give money to people, stimulus, and so people held on to that, and they spent it on around this time. And so it could be a number of factors, but the fact is that I think one main thing is that people were buying Black Friday deals much earlier than previous years. Again, I was one of them. I bought a TV knowing that there could be a price adjustment during Black Friday. So again, it's great that brands are doing this, and it's actually just easier. So certainly, one thing I do feel sorry for is that the clothing brands, is gonna get hit by this, because look, people would want to try on clothes before they buy it. It's just how it is. And so if you have less traffic, certainly people can't go to the actual store just to try it on. And if people stay home, there might be returns the day after or the week after. And so I think that's the only type of retail store that will be hit on or not get the sales that they need, because there's a drop in traffic and people are not going out to try on the clothes. It is too bad. So topic number 2 is the rise in NFT rewards. The article is again from CNBC.com, titled AMC Sony offering NFTs to people who purchase advanced Spider-Man tickets. NFT stands for non-fungible tokens. AMC is the latest legacy company to get into NFT game. The theater giant and Sony Pictures will offer 86,000 non-fungible tokens around its Spider-Man release. Man, Spider-Man is getting all the hype for some reason. I've seen the trailers and it has a lot of villains. Hopefully there are certain surprises. So, in the article it says the theater giant AMC and Sony Pictures will offer 86,000 non-fungible tokens to members of its AMC Stub premiere, AMC Stub A-List, and AMC Investors Connect who order tickets for the December 16 opening No Way Home in advance. Brands big and small are looking for new ways to connect with consumers and potentially boost sales. With crypto collectibles soaring in popularity, marketers have latched onto the next digital wave. Ownership of these assets is recorded on a blockchain, a digital ledger similar to the networks that underpin Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency. Unlike most traditional currencies, however, a person can't exchange one NFT for another as they would with dollars and assets. Each NFT is unique and acts as a collector's item that can't be duplicated, making them rare by design. So this is going to be interesting. So in the big picture, I'm not going to strictly talk about AMC or Sony Pictures or even Spider-Man alone. In big pictures, a lot of companies will probably going to do this. GameStop might do this. PlayStation might do this. I mean, the whole gaming world will do this. Pokemon cards will do this. I mean, NBA, NFL, football, the list goes on and on and on and on about these NFTs. And since they are blockchain, they are quite unique, so you can't copy them, you can't duplicate them. And so if you have one of these, that is it, you own it. And so can it be sold in an NFT market? Of course it can, most likely it can. And so you can make money off of this depending on the value or depending on the demand of this. And so in general, certainly NFC is trying to get ahead of this, and certainly the apes, the Moon Gang will certainly love this because it's quite a reward. AMC is definitely rewarding their shareholders. There's no lie about that. Same thing with GameStop. I know GameStop is trying to get into blockchains, and so we'll see about that. And this is going to be big. I mean, NFT art is gaining popularity, and it's going to reach mainstream levels soon. And don't be surprised if a lot more companies actually do this by providing NFT rewards. Fandango might do this. Ticketmaster might do this. I mean, look, the possibilities are endless by doing this. And so AMC is not going to be the only one. It just so happens that AMC has a lot of shareholders, a lot of cult fanatics out there. And this is great news for AMC, certainly. But in terms of NFT rewards, it's going to be big. This is just an infancy stage, so we'll see how it goes. So topic number 3 is no trends in winter. So I'm not sure if you've been looking. Certainly winter clothes is always going to be there in terms of jackets, wool, cardigans, sweatpants, heavy denims, heavy chinos, boots. It goes on and on. But an actual unique item for the winter, well, is not there. And there's not much trends that's going on for the winter 2021. The sweatpants, the jogger, they've already passed. That was on early 2021 and summer 2021. But what about winter? I don't know what's going on. Could it be boots? Not really. Boots have always been a staple of clothing in the winter. Denim has always been there, but not really a big huge trend that's happening. Honestly, in terms of fashion or clothing, there is no big trend that is going on right now. The biggest trend that is going on right now is basically in a digital world. That would be NFT, that would be crypto, that would be it. Or this thing called metaverse. In terms of fashion or clothing or even accessories, nothing's really trending right now. If you want to say sneakers, nope. Sneakers have always been there. Whether it be as a gift, drops, or a special type of limited edition, it's always been there. So for the winter 2021, I don't even know what's the trend right now. Even around the world, I still don't know what's going on with the trends, because there is not a trend of a specific type of clothing or even accessories or any type of fashion that is trending right now all over the world. I know that it's winter here, but it's summer in Australia, or summer in Latin America, or spring in Latin America, or South America, whatever you want to call it. But the fact is, there is no specific type of clothing that is trending for this season. Could be the month of December, January, February. Heck, we may not even find a trend until spring of 2021, or it could be the March, April, May months. In Halloween, the biggest trend was Squid Game, but that was strictly for Halloween. But in general sense of fashion, there is nothing for the winter months. And so I guess the whole fashion world is left with nothing to, I guess, follow to present to the consumer. And there's really so all of the major clothing brands, whether it be Zara, H&M, J. Crew, Gap, even Lululemon, don't even know what they're designing. They're designing in unique ways that they're not following a specific type of design, and so the consumer is basically just buying whatever, which is to me is absolutely great, because now everyone's buying different type of clothing, not just one type of clothing, not just what Lululemon has designed, and so they should be commended for buying different type of clothes. They could finally be unique and have certain type of fashion sense, not just having to follow everybody else. And so winter 2021 is an interesting year that you cannot find a specific trend, specific type of clothing, or even accessories. I know that in these months, basically, the design is shut off. You're gonna have company parties, Christmas party, holiday parties, whatever it may be. Everything restarts by January and February, and so we'll see what the trend will be like come March, April, May, because as of right now, there is none. Topic number 4. This is the last topic that relates to topic number 1. More people staying home. They're not traveling as much. Certainly, there are people still traveling. More people than before as of last year. They traveled this Thanksgiving. They are certainly will travel for Christmas. But in terms of going to the stores or shopping more, no, they're gonna shop less in store. They're gonna shop more in websites, in the internet. And so not only that, as you know, in these 10 months it's flu season. Then you had the China virus, then you have this new variant that they're talking about. I mean, list goes on and on and on. And so more people are staying home, which is, I mean, I'm not surprised, but at this point, I don't really care anymore. I mean, I'd rather go out, whether go to the beach or go hiking, go somewhere in the woods or somewhere far, somewhere far but the house. Staying in the house sometimes makes you go crazy. That's how people are in jail. Always in jail, and people go crazy. Same thing with solitary confinement. I'm not saying that the home is a jail. Nope, I'm not saying that. But strictly talking, that more people are staying home because, as you know, it's flu season. Not only that, people would probably spend more money in the internet than outdoors. Depending on your state, you could have vaccine mandates. Whether it be you need to show full vaccination, vaccine passport, whatever you want to call it, which I'm not a fan of. But man, the economy is not going to go back up if more people stay home. Not only that, if there's actually less people working. I mean, I can go on and on about this, like hours and hours, but there's no denying that more people feel safe staying home. More people feel more safe shopping in the internet than going out to the store where they could have contact with other people that they don't know. Yes, I know that certain brands out there love to be safe, but they're not really enforcing that rule. No one is. Like, be honest. Is Walmart really enforcing that rule? The grocery store really enforcing that rule? I don't think so. Come on, let's be honest here. I know there are still people out there who want to feel safe by just staying home. They could exercise at home. They do everything at home, work from home. I mean, they could do anything. But at this rate, the economy is not where it's going to be if people keep staying home, or if there are a large percentage of people that are staying home, and it's pretty sad. It's not where it wants to be. And Christmas, I know Christmas is one of those times where people should stay home, be with family, but just in terms of I guess Christmas sales alone. I'm not entirely sure. What topic number one made me learn is that it is pretty sad that more people stay home than go to the store. And certainly, again, certain brands are not going to reach their target earnings. Also, I guess kids are not going to be able to go out more. And the economy is not going to grow as fast as it should be. I think when we have a healthy economy, everyone is rewarded. But in this case, I'm not entirely sure. So it's going to be interesting what the economy is going to look like while people are staying home. And so that basically concludes this Mr. Informal Podcast 179. I hope you enjoy listening to me from beginning to end, and hopefully you learn something. I made you gain something new or gave you something to think about, and I would be grateful if that ever happens. And please do not forget to add me on Instagram, MrInformal. And then check out my website, mrinformal.com, mrinformal.com. And so I will see you in the next podcast. And please be safe, be healthy, and enjoy your day or night.